Good morning. Today we're in Revelation 2. We're going to go from verse 12 to verse 17 and see what Jesus has to say to the church in Pergamum. To the angel of the church in Pergamum write, these are the words of him who has the sharp, double-edged sword. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne, yet you remain true to my name. You did not renounce your faith in me, even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was put to death in your city, where Satan lives. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you. You have people there who hold to the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin by eating food sacrificed to idols and by committing sexual immorality. Likewise, you also have those who hold to the teaching of the Nicolaitans. Repent, therefore, otherwise I will soon come to you and will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. He who has ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give him a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to him who receives it. There's actually quite a lot in here. Most of it's talking about the infestation of the church. It talks here about the Nicolaitans. We know that is a mixing of worldly, idolatry, acceptance of immorality within the church. The story of Balaam, which we're going to do a Bible study on Balaam, and Jude declares it Balaam's error. But Balaam was a prophet, and Balak was the king who ended up paying Balaam off to mislead, to misguide the people of Israel to their own demise. I told you there's a lot in here. So Pergamum is where Satan has his throne, and where Satan lives. So in the city of Pergamum, you had the temple to the Roman emperor, you had the temple to Zeus, and you had the temple to Athena. We're coming up on the time of Constantine, but we're not quite there yet at the time of Antipas. Constantine, famously infiltrated the church to have the Bible written, and that's a whole nother story. But the temple of Zeus is where Antipas was martyred. And it was done so by the direction of the emperor of the day. So that's assumed to be the throne of Satan, and these temples, and there was a healing center there that actually is the one that made the complaints against Antipas. It was their modern medicine center that made the complaints against Antipas. I thought that was interesting, that actually got him put to death. Had the Roman emperor put him to death. So this is a world mixed. This Pergamum is just a world mixed between Satan, God's church, idol worship, Satan's throne. Sometimes we think we have it bad. Pretty tough place to be a Christian, I guess, in Pergamum. But that's the story to the church in Pergamum, Revelations 2, 12 through 17. I hope that was a little insightful. I've got a little page of notes as we continue forward. Have a great day.